Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show. Back here to talk about now some NASCAR news. A little bit of stuff to talk about. Then after this, I'll do a wrestling video because there's some wrestling news obviously I want to talk about. And then probably I'll do an NBA video for once. I haven't done one in probably like a week or two, so I'll do one of those. Let's get into it here. So first thing I want to talk about the pre-race concert, the Cup race at Kansas next month, and it's 38 special. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I've never really heard of them, to be honest, before, but I hear they're pretty good. I know people say, "Oh, it's nothing says more than getting fans in the stands and getting a band that's from the 70s, whatever." I mean, older fans don't matter. Yeah, because older fans don't matter, younger fans can enjoy old bands. Younger fans can enjoy old bands. You don't have to enjoy everything that's new. I mean, I've heard at least one of their songs, but I can't say, like, I've known them. But who do you realistically see NASCAR getting to play a 45-minute concert at a racetrack in the middle of the day on a Sunday in Kansas? I mean, come on. I think people are too unrealistic who they want to get for pre-race concerts. I just hadn't heard of them in years. That's why it didn't come to my mind immediately. But yeah, that's the pre-race concert. So Brent Cruz is going to be on board for two races this season for Venturini Motorsports. So he's going to make his ARCA debut. And Brent Cruz, who last year became the youngest Trans Am winner at age 14. So he's going to make his ARCA debut next week for Venturini Watkins Glen. He will also drive Springfield. He is a Kevin Harvick KHI, Kevin Harvick Incorporated driver. That's wild. That's the first driver born in 2008 to ever run in the ARCA series. He was born March 30th, 2008, 1 month after Newman won the 500, man. It's just wild seeing headlines like this, like, he's winning races while at age 14. And just like, what am I doing with my life? This dude's winning races at 14 in Trans Am. And now he's making his ARCA debut. So Jordan Anderson, he's going to be back behind the wheel August 25th at Daytona. So he's going to be up in the booth with Larry McReynolds. He's going to be the crew chief. He'll be calling the shots. So great to see Jordan Anderson behind the wheel. Excuse me. But it's good to see him come back. Really cool to see Jordan Anderson finally coming back after that scary incident at Talladega last year. So the Truck Series has live pit stops at RP tomorrow as well as Milwaukee Mile, unless the Cup race Saturday night at Daytona a couple weeks is rained out to that Sunday, and then Milwaukee on that Sunday would be modified pit stops because planes for crews would still be in Daytona. I mean, playoff races should not have gimmick rules, but it'll be difficult to have live pit stops for position when you have the backup pit crews. Tony Brininger is already catching attention from Cup Series sponsors and becoming a social media powerhouse despite not running full-time in NASCAR yet. This year, she's number one in NASCAR in engagements plus social value on Instagram. I mean, it's good for her, I guess. I mean, she posts a lot on Instagram, as well as having big-time sponsors. That helps. I mean, I'm not saying I agree with it. I mean, it's the very definition of marketability. You post a lot on Instagram, having big-time sponsors equals marketability. But it's understandable. And also helps with her looks. I mean, not gonna complain. I'm definitely not gonna complain. So, Legacy Motor Club put on Twitter today. If you didn't know, I haven't covered any NASCAR news in probably like a week or so, or something like that. But I never talked about it. But Noah Gragson obviously got suspended for liking the meme of George Floyd. I think it was on Instagram or something, which I didn't agree with. But Legacy Motor Club, you can't spell legacy without L. But yeah, he got suspended, but now he's requested to be released from his contract as a driver of the number 42. And Bob tweeted out that they have parted ways. He will continue to work through the NASCAR reinstatement process, so they've officially parted ways. So he's done. Where will he go next? I don't know. Junior Motorsports, maybe. I know people mentioned because Kyle Larson, he drove the 42, got suspended, got to either. I don't think it'll happen with Noah because he already got 4. No room because all the drivers are locked up for the next few seasons. And Junior M reunion could be possible, but Junior relies on sponsorship, and Noah could bring some sponsorship. But who knows? I just don't think this doesn't define him because he's young. He's still young. And sure, yeah, he made a mistake. I don't know if it was a mistake. I thought the meme was funny, but he's a good driver and he's great with fans. And it's my hope he isn't done with NASCAR. I don't think he will be. It just determines what rides he's gonna get. Maybe he'll go back down to Xfinity, rebuild his career. But this has to be a Toyota dictated move. I feel like maybe after the road course races, I think we'll see John Hunter in the 42. But he'll probably be there next season. Maybe get a few races, see how he does at the end of the season. Don't know. It's kind of just sad and unreal. It's just kind of sad and unreal. But yeah, I never agreed with the suspension because obviously he's one of my favorite drivers. Not really biased. I mean, just because you like something doesn't mean your whole career should be over. Greg Van Oss will drive the Young's Motorsports number 20 track for the remainder of the season. Young's Motorsports W there, love to see it. Reg Van Ost, common W. The on-track action this week, tomorrow starting at RP, ARCA practice and qualifying at 3:30 p.m. on FS1 track practice and qualifying. Then at 6:10 p.m. the ARCA race at RP, 200 laps. And at 8 p.m. NASCAR race day for the truck playoff opener. And at 9:08 p.m. green flag for the trucks, 60, 60, and 80 your stage list for the first race of the truck playoffs. At Indianapolis, the road course Saturday on the NBC Sports app. We'll have at 9:30 Xfinity practice and qualifying, then at 11:30 Cup practice and qualifying on the NBC Sports app. USA 2:30 p.m. IndyCar race 85 laps. And for Xfinity, 5 p.m. Pre-race. The pre-race coverage at 5:50. Xfinity 20, 20, and 22 your stage lanes. Sunday, FS1 Racing Day at 12 as the normal. 2 p.m. NBC pre-race, and then we'll go green at 2:44 p.m. on NBC. 15, 20, and 47 your stage lanes. So your forecasts through the National Weather Service: 80s on Friday with a 5% chance of rain. Saturday, 40% chance of rain, and 15% chance of rain for Sunday. So the highest percent chance of rain is Saturday. The money, purse money for this week: Cup, Indianapolis, $9,158,803. Xfinity, $1,619,312, and trucks and RP, $699,222. It's just crazy how much trucks are not paid like the Cup and Xfinity. Craven basically pays for everything, much like Camping World. They're also not racing at Indy, though. Like, Indy gets some of the biggest purse monies probably of the year. The only Michigan penalty from the week is Cole Custer and Xfinity for the splitter confiscated during pre-qualifying tech. Custer and the team has knocked 20 regular season points and 5 playoff points. Crew chief Jonathan Toney fined $25,000. Larson Logano, the car's R&D were good, so that was the only penalty for Custer. Only penalty of the weekend, Custer for Cole Custer. SHR cheating again. It's insane. So Front Row Motorsports has exercised the options of Michael McDowell and Todd Gilliland to remain in the 34 and 38 Cup cars next year, so Zane Smith is going to be free to look elsewhere. The team explored a third Cup car for Smith but couldn't get done. Felt it had a good thing going and didn't want to start over with another rookie. That's going to be a huge loss, though, with Zane walking from Front Row Motorsports. Maybe in the truck, maybe I don't know what will happen with their truck program. It's a tough situation for Front Row. I mean, they didn't give up on Zane. It's just they already have 2 really good, talented cars, and there's no room right there, and they're not going to bring a third Cup car. And he doesn't want to do another season in trucks. I feel like it'd be a waste of time. But Todd Gilliland's had a pretty decent season in that 38 car, so it makes sense. Maybe he'll go to the 10 car when Almirola retires. I don't know. So, originally, Catherine Legg was going to compete for SS Greenlight in the Xfinity Series this weekend, but due to the ongoing rider strike in the entertainment industry, she won't be racing. Colin Garrett is going to be the expected driver in the 07. That definitely sucks, but I don't know. I don't get it. I mean, she had mechanical issues at Road America, so that was a bummer, but I didn't really get this at first, how she was involved in it, but she was recently hired by a NASCAR team. The sponsor must have been a movie or a show. The sponsor had to back out. Or I think it says the sponsor backed out because of the strike, and now she doesn't have the money to compete. I kind of didn't get this, but now I get it because the sponsor, I'm reading it, backed out because of the movie strike. So now she doesn't really have the money to compete, so that sucks. Mike Rockenfeller is going to drive the Legacy Motor Club number 42 Cup car the next 2 weeks at Indy Road Course in Watkins Glen. Obviously, Jimmy and Rockenfeller were teammates and helped develop the G56 program, so makes sense. 39 Cup cars are at the Indy Road Course. Notable: Button, Kostecki, Rockenfeller, Lally, Kobashi, Van Gisbergen, Bilicki. It's going to be a stacked field of all those big names coming out of the race this week. 42 Xfinity cars. It'll be now Colin Garrett, Murphy, Allmendinger, Gibbs, Mosack, Daly, Sage Karen, Partis, Rogers, Paluto, and Ross Chastain. 39 39 trucks, Sawallich, Landon Lewis, Lane Riggs, Van Alst, Bearden, Hacker, Van Gisbergen, Chad Chastain, Armani Williams, Jack Wood, and Connor Jones. So those are really your main notables for the entry list this week. So that's all I'll say for the NASCAR stuff. So until next time, I'm out. Peace.